Are we live? Live on Twitch. Come on, kick. There we go. Alright.
Baby there, she stretched out on a long white table. She's so sweet, so cold, so fair. Let her go, God bless her. Wherever she may be, she will search this wide world over, but she'll never find a sweet man like me. Folks, now that you've heard my story, say, boy, give me another shot of that booze. And if anyone should ever ask you tell them I've got those St. James Infirmary blues.
Almost forgot my fuel. Whew. How are y'all doing tonight? You know, I gotta tell y'all a story. I wasn't feeling it tonight. I mean, I really just wanted to go to bed. But that is the day, the time that you need to dig deep and just fucking do it. Because if you don't, you're never gonna see the results you want. Java Monster, right? Local Mocha. Not sponsored, but I wish I was. It was a bad idea to do this in a freaking costume. Goddamn. That was wise. I'm just taking the vest off. My retard monkey brain can figure out the buttons. So how are y'all doing tonight? You know, feel free to say something. Anytime. Oh, no. I'm gonna knock that freaking thing right into my closet one day because I'm just real haphazard about the weights. You know, take them off because you need to lift. Put them back on because you need to use the bag. Take them off because you need to lift. A little monotonous. Oh, come on, tell me how your night's going. May 30th, 11 o'clock at night. At least that's what time it is for me. Yeah, got no time to work out during the day. Who wants to do that anyway? Too many people can bother you, right? You're going to a gym. Never went to a gym, right? Not really. Not one I ever had to pay for. Like commercial public gyms. Man, it's like a weird environment in there, right? Like maybe it's just me. Like I've got to be the common denominator here. It's just shit. But when I'm in a gym, I'm paying $15 a month to be here, $20 a month for just some, just some machines. Why don't I just buy the machines? I don't know how well I'm gonna do with these tight ass fucking jeans on, but we'll definitely put the gloves on. Yeah, cardio day is one of my favorite days. Right? Really let loose. See, the lifting days, they're a little bit scheduled, but the cardio day, I can go for a run. I could ride a bike if the weather was good. I could spar if one of my homies was down. Every now and then they are. But cardio is just, there's about a gazillion and two ways to do it. Find a few that you like, or just one that you like. And, 2-3 times a week. Do what you gotta do. What's all going on in here? No one has said anything in the either chat. Yep, look at that. Yeah, the separate but equal to Twitch and Kick chats. I'm gonna have to take the mic off and set it down on my table right here. Jesus. Takes some getting used to fighting in pants. You know, in the 80s, they had these things called action jeans. Right? There was a pair of jeans. There's a ginormous flap that opened up. So when you got your leg up high, right, it had the slack to give. Don't think you'd be able to find some of those anymore. Oh, they got stretchy fabric now anyway. You know what's funny? When I'm scrubbing through the video and it's going super fast, right, you can see this bag just slowly inch back to the wall. Every strike, like a millimeter. That's why I'm dragging it back. Ain't nobody got nothing to say? So what are y'all's greatest desires? Your biggest hopes and dreams? You know, we had the craziest storm where I live. I don't think I'd seen it rain quite this much, this hard, since some crazy rainstorm since I was a kid. It just kept going and going and going and going. And so there's all sorts of puddles out in front of the houses and in the potholes and in the streets. And I'm out on my porch and I see a black Labrador. I don't know if you know what that looks like, but it's like a mid-sized black dog. And the motherfucker just found the deepest spot in a puddle and just sat down in there. He was like, "Yep, I'm gonna take this opportunity while I can. Cool off. It's gonna be real hot this summer." This is a relatively pedestrian stream, especially for an IRL stream. But I appreciate that there's some folks in here. So thank you. The sugar and the fat and the calories will keep me going. For real, I have like a crippling addiction to these things. Right, like sometimes it's like 3 a day. It's horrible. Whew. Stick to coffee. I hear it's really good for you compared to these. Whew. You know something? I'm not that old, but when I was just a few years younger, when I was in my teenage years, I can remember the sheer elasticity of my muscles. Right? I'd kick this bag, right? I can whip my leg in a certain way, stretching it out, and then months, years goes by, and then I try to do it again. I'm like, injure myself. Like, what? What just happened? Right? It's like one of my favorite little things to do is kind of like wing my foot up and like try and catch somebody on the cheek with like the pad of your foot. Right? And it's not a hard strike. It's more like you're just kind of whipping it around, and it's like, no. I need to do some flexibility shit or something, because that ain't gonna fly. Not anymore. No. Yeah, it's crazy. Time waits for no man. Get yours while you're still around. Here, listen, I don't claim to be nothing special. I'm not. I'm a chump. But I'm gonna do one of my favorite drills. Right? 3 stance switch, and you throw a strike each time. You throw like an extended strike each time. Yeah, I'm not a coach. I wouldn't know how else to explain it, but I learned it off of Stephen Thompson's YouTube channel, I think. But it's a great drill. So this is your jab, right? The idea is this is the length of your range. And because this is the length of your range, this is pretty much as close as you need to be to hit somebody, obviously, right? But you switch your legs, right? Now you've moved your right side or your left side, depending on which stance you switch. But now you've moved your whole other side of your body closer, right? And if they're out of position in any way and you stance switch on them, you can open up some nasty angles. So how the drill goes, right? Jab on your length of distance, right? Your maximum for your lead leg. Jab, push punch. Jab, push punch. Jab, jab, push punch. Now, I make that look terrible. There are some guys out there who are really good at that. But it's a great drill for keeping your head on your shoulders while you're in the moment. You know, if you trip your feet up or you do something wrong, it's a great drill because you're already moving your feet around a lot. So it kind of builds in some decent tactics right into the drill. One of y'all should say something. I'm over here just sweating. Damn it. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to slow down on the Java Monsters. Start picking up with the water. I didn't realize how hot this shit was gonna be. I should have realized. You know, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you go to the sink or your fridge and you grab your cold, refreshing, hydrating beverage of choice. You get that same feeling after starting to sweat for a minute. Right? That cool, clear water just tastes so good. But I'm not a bitch, so how's y'all's night going? This May 30th.
I went down to St. James Infirmary
St. James Infirmary.
to see my baby there. She stretched out on a long white table. She's so sweet, so cold, so fair.
How's that?
Let her go, God bless her. Wherever she may be, she will search this wide world over, but she'll never find a sweet man like me.
Yeah, there's a great picture. Alright, I'll see if I can pull it up. Alright. It's of this guy named Frank Zane. Alright, he does this pose. When it comes to bodybuilding, the dude looks absolutely freakish.
Folks, now that you've heard my story, say, boy, give me another shot of that booze. And if anyone should ever ask you tell him I've got those St. James Infirmary blues.
Y'all are gonna laugh at me when I show you this photo. Alright, so there are the people still in chat. This is the goal. This is what we're going for right here. See that? I don't even know if that's possible, but that's what we're trying to go for, right? Long way to go. Well, you know how it is, chat. One day at a time. Gotta fix my freaking uniform. Alright. I'm gonna pull me around on the back. Oh shit. Turn the music down. God damn. What's the matter? Jesus. There we go. I think one more round on the bag and then 3 or 4 sets of ab rolls ought to do me for tonight. Oh, And if any of y'all would like my opinion on something, want to ask me a question, do whatever you gotta do. Right? Say something. This is a lot more fun for me and the audience if the audience is participating. Right? It's like going to a magic show, and it's like, you there! How would you like to come? And it's like, no. And he doesn't come up. And it's like, all right, how about you, madam? And it's like, and then you can't find a single person to participate in the magic show. How you gonna see the magic tricks? Huh? What are you gonna do? He's gonna have to hire a plant to hang out in the chat and to move things along. All right, to hang out in the audience and to accept magic tricks. Okay. It is a rather pedestrian IRL stream. What do y'all think about the music and the outfit? So let me tell y'all something. Not that there's anybody here. Perhaps this is for the viewers in the future who go back and look up this VOD. Perhaps in the far future. I ain't stopping. I'm gonna be here every single day. Y'all are gonna see me. People are gonna start talking. People are gonna be like, hey, who's that guy? And even though there's nobody here now, right? I'm talking to you in the future, 3, 4, 5 years from now. This is day 7. Day 7 of hundreds, maybe thousands. I gotta get started on my ab wheels, my abdominal rolls. I don't know how many of you were here for the last stream, but I do a little speech about the ab rolls every single time I do them. People own these, gyms have these, right? And I never see anybody using them. I know people do, right? But I never see anybody using them. This shit right here is like one of the most cost-effective, all-in-one fitness tools I've ever seen, right? For the value, $15, $20, right? This will get you like farther than any single tool that I've seen. That was fucking stupid of me. I hope y'all heard that. Maybe I need to start streaming twice a day. Working out twice a day. That's what we need to do. That's what we'll do. Yeah, I'll be the first to say, guys, I'm not really even, I'm just a guy who's here. There's no reason why you should listen to me or hang out here beyond anybody else. I have no accreditations, no higher education, not even any significantly specialized work experience. I'm just a chump who's trying to get in really good shape. Because even chumps can get in good shape. Even a chump like me. Last stream I did 52 of these. 4 sets of 13. Correct me if my math is wrong. 2, 3, 4. Here, back up and fuck a little bit. Shit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did someone follow me? Oh, hey. Thank you, German Little Paws. I don't suppose you're still here, but I appreciate the follow. Thank you. Do any of y'all do anything fitness related? If you do, leave it in the chat. Let me know what you got. Alright? Whether you be hitting that half-hour run every morning, or, you know, you be doing something else. Feel free to be braggadocious in the chat. You know, it'd be cool. Just being like a Western villain. Right? That's why I feel like I got a good face for it. Right? Got the decent facial hair. Right. It's like, nah, I don't think so, Sheriff McCarty. The girl, the town, and the oil is all mine. Maybe one day. I suppose acting's probably pretty hard, though. People make it look easy. You know something? People make everything look easy. Here, I'll prove it. I got hand wraps on, I'm on my knees, and I have a top hat blocking the top of my vision. Damn it! Do you know how much better that would have been if I knocked it out on my first try? There we go. That's 5 of them sons of bitches. Been working on 6 for... Well, I haven't really been working on 6. I've been stuck on 6 for years now. Alright. Back to the ab rolls, I suppose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Gonna have to bump those up to 14 here pretty soon. Yeah. Check it out. This is what I got written down. Do some cardio and some ab rolls.
This is a standing abs.
Terrible. Hold on, I'll turn that shit down. Oh, I'm pulling something up. I really hope that that's not playing. Okay. We'll risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Now, look at this fucking Chad. He's on his freaking feet going all the way out. Right? That's kind of the natural, where you're supposed to go if you're getting good at the ones on your knees. But absolutely incredible strength. You wouldn't know unless you've tried it. But it's just unbelievable. $13. Lucky number 13. Let's see if we can do those standing ones in like day 35. That might be a really optimistic goal, but day 60, day 90, I better be doing these fucking things on my feet. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Damn it, I'm cheating. 11. 12. 13. 'And it's a new day. At least where I'm at. I've noticed that when I start streaming on a certain day, at midnight elapses, and it's the next day. Because I put the date of the stream in my title, I feel like people are like, oh, that was yesterday's stream. So they don't tune in. Right? Anybody who clicks on this stream now, right? They're like, what? Am I mistaken? Or maybe that's just how I see it. Maybe it's just because people are tired at midnight. That's when they're all going to bed. Whew. 13 more ab wheels to do. I'm gonna turn the music up for these last ones. Switch it to my favorite track. my favorite track in the playlist. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. Whew. When you fatigue every muscle doing this, you can even start recruiting muscles you wouldn't think. Right? Like that 7th rep just now. I felt it tugging on my chest. That's how you know we're hitting a good number.
Let her go.
Hit.
Let her go, God bless her. Wherever she may be, she will search this wide world over.
10.
But she'll never find a sweet man like me.
11. My form's breaking down so much. 12. 13.
Folks, now that you've heard my story, say, boy, give me another shot of that booze. And if anyone should ever ask you, tell them I've got those St. James Infirmary.
That's what I call a successful cardio session. Feel free to debate what that is. That's what we're doing. That's what we've done. It certainly isn't running a marathon. And I get the feeling that if we keep up with this nonsense, it may as well be. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed your time on the stream. Not much was said. Only one thing was said in the kick chat, and I said it. It's right there. Yeah. And, oh, the fucking cursor's all glitched the fuck out. Yeah, and no one said anything in the totally separate but equal Twitch chat. So. Alright. Enjoy the morning of the 31st, ladies and gentlemen.